When you walk into a room, you bring either peace or pressure. Choose peace. Jefferson Fisher. Recently, I read a book, The Next Conversation by Jefferson Fisher, and it has completely changed my view on how to communicate with my friends, family, colleagues, and staff. I would love to share the message that Jefferson Fisher shares with us. This is not just another book about communication, it's a guide to learning how to argue less, talk more, and connect deeper. Whether with your spouse, colleague, sibling, or even your biggest critic. So let's get into it. I'll walk you through every part of the book, share real examples Jefferson Fisher gives, and help you apply it right now to your life. The first part is the heart of conflict. We have all been in arguments where we walk away thinking, that didn't go well. Fisher says that most conversations don't fail because of what's said, but how it's said. And more importantly, the emotional energy we bring into them. This is what he means when he says we either bring peace or pressure. And often we bring pressure without even realizing it through our tone, our facial expressions, our body language. Let me give you a very great example from the book. Fisher shares a story about a couple fighting over dinner plans. The issue wasn't really about food, it was about feeling unheard. He points out how a sarcastic comment like, well, you never care what I want anyway, is not a conversation start. It's a conversation ender. What we can learn from this story is that before any conversation, ask yourself, what energy am I bringing into this? Peace or pressure? The next part is say it with control. The first pillar Fisher teaches is control. Controlling yourself, not the other person. This means managing your emotional response, especially when you are triggered. The key technique is the pause. Fisher says you don't have to respond in real time. You have to respond in real control. Imagine your boss criticizes your work in front of others. The normal reaction, defensiveness, maybe even anger. But if you pause, take a breath, and respond with, I hear you. Could we talk about how I can improve that after this meeting? You show maturity, confidence, and most importantly, control. Now, how can you apply this in your life? When you feel heat, means angry, name the emotion silently. I feel embarrassed. I feel judged. This reduces its power over you. Now, the quote to reinforce. Silence is not weakness, it's strategy. Jefferson Fisher. Third part is say it with confidence. Confidence is not loud, it's calm, it's steady. It's rooted in knowing your truth and expressing it without aggression. This is where many mess up. We confuse confidence with domination. And Jefferson shares a story of a father talking to his teenage son about breaking curfew. Instead of yelling, the father says, I'm concerned about your safety. Let's talk about what happened and how we can handle it better next time. That's calm confidence, not losing control, not caving in, but standing firm and fair. The confidence script Fisher gives is, that doesn't work for me. Let's take a break and return to this. I hear you, and I need you to hear me too. And what is not confidence? We, most of the time, confuse confidence. Confidence is not yelling. Confidence is not interrupting. Confidence is not using sarcasm or threats. Now, we can learn that you don't have to win the conversation. You just need to own your voice. Now, fourth part is say it to connect. Most of us walk into conversation trying to be right. Fisher flips this completely. He says, stop trying to win the conversation. Start trying to understand the person. That means you have to listen deeply. You have to ask questions, responding to their emotions, not just their words. The emotional layering. If someone says, you never listen to me, they might actually be feeling, I feel invisible. I feel like my voice doesn't matter. Fisher teaches us to respond to that feeling, not just the words. In the book, a manager gives harsh feedback to an employee. The employee replies defensively. Fisher rewrites the script. I want to do well here, and I would like to understand your expectations better. Can we talk through that? That's connection. That's humility with confidence. The goal of your next conversation, connection, not correction. There are some practical tools Fisher recommends. First is mirror plus label technique. Mirror. Repeat the last few words they say. Label. It sounds like you are feeling. That's label. Builds trust instantly. 2. The 3-second rule. Pause 3 seconds before responding to anything emotional. It breaks reactive habits. 3. The reset phrase. Can we reset this conversation? Useful when things start going sideways. Anchor in curiosity. Ask, help me understand where you're coming from. This disarms defensiveness. Let's apply Fisher ideas to everyday conversations. 1. Relationship conflict. Instead of, you always ignore me, say, when I talk and feel unheard, I get frustrated. Can we work on that together? 2. Workplace disagreement. Instead of, that's a dumb idea, say, can we explore another perspective on this? Family tensions. Instead of silence and avoidance, try. I value our relationship and I would like to talk about something that's been bothering me. Now, the final takeaways that we can get from this book is peace must be brought instead of pressure in a conversation. Control is strength. Confidence is calm. Connection must not be replaced with correction. Jefferson Fisher shows us that quality of your life is directly connected to the quality of your conversations. Your next conversations could be the turning point in your relationship, career, or even healing from the past. So next time someone pushes your buttons, breathe, reflect, and choose your words with wisdom. So if this episode helped you, I encourage you to share it with someone you care about, reflect on your last tough conversation and how you might approach it differently. Pick one Fisher's technique and practice it today. And if you would like the PDF of the book, don't forget to write your email address in the comments. And don't forget to follow the Bilal Hamza YouTube channel for more deep dives into books and stories that transform the way you think, lead, and live. Until next time, talk less to win, talk more to connect. Peace and love, Hamza.